Hello, my lovelies. Look, you can finally see my hands. I'm so excited. It's been so long since you could see me move my hands because I talk a lot with my hands. I mean, it's not perfect, the program that I'm using. It's actually made by a man named, I can't think of his name, Rich. If you are interested in this program, it's actually called CLITOFACE. It's a web browser based program. So if you're interested in being a VTuber, I will leave the link below for your interest. Because I think this is so cool that I can actually move and you can see everything and it's working beautifully. I mean, it is a lot better than Leap Motion. Leap Motion, you actually would see my character's arm go through my head, and that was horrible. Because I can't really do that. But the program would allow it, which is really messed up. So, it is April Fool's Day this week, and I decided to spend the month of April discussing superstitions. It is still March, of course, so I thought why not finish the month with Irish superstitions. Since I am part Irish, I thought it would be interesting to find out more about my heritage. A few of them I have heard of for the superstitions. One such superstition is giving a sharp object to a friend can sever the friendship. It's not just Ireland for this one, but a few different countries as well. And probably why I've heard it in the States is in my area, we do have well, at least we used to, we do have a high Irish community. So if you are inclined to buy your friend or family member a kitchen knife, scissors, or a beautiful pocket knife, you should accept a coin in return for the gift. But be sure that they give you a 10 or 20 cents in return. So either a dime or 20 cents. So 2 dimes. I don't know about other countries. I don't know what their currency is like. So I don't know if everybody has changed. I know Ireland does, obvious, but I don't know other countries like France or Japan, China. I don't really know. So let me know in the comments if you do know, because I have watched a lot of anime and I've never seen change being used. I've always seen dollars, so I don't know. A single magpie brings bad luck. However, the more magpies you see, the better your fortune. I've never heard this one before. I don't even know if we have magpies in my area. I don't know. I'll have to look that up. I'm curious. So there's actually a rhyme that goes with the superstition. 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy, 3 for a girl, 4 for a boy, 5 for silver, 6 for gold, and 7 for a secret never to be told. However, if you do spot a single magpie, salute it or tell it the time to help avoid the sorrow or bad luck. And supposedly somebody saw 8 and bought a scratch ticket and won, so maybe it works. I don't know. I don't know if there's truth to this. Maybe that's just a coincidence. This one I actually am familiar with. Leaving a coin lying on the ground is seen as bad luck. Another one that is familiar to me is breaking a mirror will cause 7 years bad luck. Now, the rest I've never heard of, so if you have and are familiar with this, let me know in the comments. If your nose itches, it is a sign of a fight coming. To prevent the conflict, some believe a light punch with a handshake with the suspect will avoid the conflict to come. My problem with this, if somebody were to give me a light punch with a handshake, I'd wonder why they hit me. So that might actually cause a conflict right there, but I don't know. Here in the States around the holidays, this one I actually am familiar with. I see people lighting candles in all their windows, which is typical to an Irish home, something my dad told me. But I've also heard that it's also a Catholic thing, so I don't really know which is what. If you are familiar with this one, let me know in the comments what you know about this. So, according to this, It actually signifies hospitality by lighting all the candles in your house. However, letting a candle burn out in the window throughout Christmas time is seen as bad luck, and it will come to the household the following year. Which I thought was kind of interesting. So I guess you're supposed to let all the candles burn throughout the Christmas season. And if one does burn out, that means bad luck. But how do you know if one burns out if all of them are burning and you never checked upstairs? And couldn't that start a fire? And do you let them burn throughout the day and night? Because they still might not last throughout the entire season, because depending on how fast the candle melts and how fast the wick burns, it may not last. Just an interesting observation, that's all. This one I'm not familiar with. Dropping silverware comes with its own superstition. So if you drop a fork on the floor, you'll have a lady visitor. If a spoon falls, a child will visit you. And a knife falls, you'll have a gentleman visitor. My question is, what happens if your silverware drawer breaks and all the silverware falls out? Does that mean you're going to have a whole bunch of people show up? And is that a good thing or a bad thing? Because does that mean that's bad luck? Because how are you going to feed all these people? and what do they want? So that's a question too. Might be interesting to try it. See what happens. Okay, in Ireland there is a belief, and one I've actually heard as well in the States, if you make a strange face, it may stay that way. However, in Ireland it's a little different. The wind can make the silly face stick, which sounds a lot more terrifying than what I've heard here in the States. An Irish wedding superstition is the wedding boot, which I'm not familiar with. It kind of reminds me of throwing rice at a wedding, though. So if you throw an old shoe after the bride or groom, or both, either in the morning of the wedding or after the ceremony, it will bring good luck to the happy couple. My concern with this is what happens if you accidentally hit the bride or groom with the shoe, or one of the family members. It sounds really dangerous if you think about it. I mean, especially if you hit a kid. Could you picture that? I mean, that'd be horrifying. So, another one is an Irish, not the Irish wedding, wow. The weather in Ireland is unpredictable from what I've heard, although it's pretty unpredictable here on the East Coast as well. One weather superstition is a red sky at night is a shepherd's delight. A red sky in the morning is a shepherd's warning. So, basically, if it's red in the morning, you're probably going to get a storm. But what if it's red because of the sunrise? And just a question. Another weather superstition revolves around a statue of the Child of Prague. Families will put this figure out the day before a big event, typically a wedding, or maybe a birthday if you're going to have it outside. It is supposed to signal to God that there is a need for good weather down below. If the head falls off the statue, that doubles your luck. But what if the head falls off while you're putting the statue out? Does that not count? That'd be nice if it did count, though. And it worked. So what are your thoughts on these superstitions? Are you familiar with any of them? I'll admit, I was a little surprised to be familiar with a few of them since I don't come from Ireland, but we do have a high Irish population. At least we used to. I don't know if we do now. I know where I currently live, I don't honestly know what the population is, but I know in the town before I lived here, there was a high Irish population. Are there any superstitions that you have? Let me know in the comments below. I actually don't really have any superstitions. I've heard the number 13 is a big one that a lot of people have a superstition revolving. Ladders is another one. And ladders, to be honest, I can understand because they are pretty dangerous. There's a lot of deaths and injuries that revolve around ladders, so that one I'm not really surprised by. Black cats, I actually owned a black cat. I don't really see the issue with black dogs or black cats. I've heard that a lot of people won't buy those types of animals because of the color of their fur, which I thought was weird. Let me know in the comments what you think of those. I hope everyone is doing amazing and are having a great week so far. Hopefully it continues as the week goes on. Thank you so much for sticking around till the end. Be sure to check out my other videos, which are on the screen if you haven't already. Also, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons to join the fangs of the channel and show your support. Later this week, I'll be sharing the next playthrough of Metro Exodus. I'll also share my review of No One Gets Out Alive. If you are interested in seeing this film, it is available to stream on Netflix. It's not really a foreign film. I mean, it is for the people that live in America and other countries. It's actually a British film. But it was an interesting watch, and I do recommend it. If you don't want to miss those videos, click the bell icon to get notifications on when a new video is up. Thank you so much for watching. Take care until next time. Bye, everyone. Have a fabulous week.